Well, hey guys, how y'all doing? It's the Piedmont Gardener. Glad to have y'all back with us. Boy, we got a little shower this afternoon. It's hot. And it's been hot. And we got a little shower. Cooled it off for a little while, but didn't last long. Sun come back out. But I was getting ready to go out here, and I was gonna heel and side dress my corn. And if you'll remember back in the earlier video, we planted corn and used pre-plant fertilize. And we put, like I told you, one for the blackbird, one for the crow, and one to grow. And as far as seed in the ground. And so what's happened, of course, more than one has come up. And we've got to thin them out. We're going to thin out the corn. We're going to side dress, and what we call down here in the south, we're going to heel it up. We're going to pull some dirt up around the base of the corn so that, well, it'll be less susceptible to wind damage. When the corn gets tall and we get these summer thunderstorms, you have wind that comes in, and sometimes it'll lay your corn down, and if that happens at the wrong time of the year, then it won't pollinate right. So to help prevent that, we'll pull some dirt up around the bases of the corn. So let's go out here in the garden and see what we've got. All right, like I said, it rained a little bit, and got some grass and some weeds and all the stuff. Ours will look at the upper garden up here. Them cabbages about ready to pick. The tomatoes coming on. We've been spraying a little bit. Potato beetles are as ferocious as ever this year. We got pretty nice rows of green beans growing. And here's our corn. We've got 3 rows of this Stowell evergreen, and you can see it's not real tall, but I was going to try to get away for the weekend, so I'm going to go ahead and heel it up. But as you can see right here, I've done some work. When I planted it, it was spaced. If you'll look down here, the row that I haven't got to yet, you can see that there's multiple corn plants. Like that one there's got 3. And this one here's got 2 or 3. And that one there, well, see, it just got 1, but the one right beside of it's got 2. So what happens is, what we've got to do, we've got to go in here, and we're going to take our hoe, and I'll start on the end of the row, but I'm going to give you an example, do it right here. We've got 3 plants here relatively close together, and I'm going to take my hoe. I'm going to hoe that one out. I'm looking, and hard to do one-handed, but we're going to hoe that one out, and we're going to leave one. I want at least a foot between them all. I don't want to crowd my plants, because if you do, then you're going to end up with them competing against each other for nutrition. So let's not crowd the plants. Let's get them. This next one here, you see it's got 2, a big one and a little one. We're gonna get rid of that little one. Here we're looking at this one, has better space and a little more room. Like I said, I'm trying to do this one-handed to show you what we're doing. This one, too many right there. We're gonna get rid of him. When I heel them up, I'm gonna smother all this grass out too, by the way. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a few minutes. That one there, we'll get rid of him. Let's see, they're all pretty close. We'll get rid of the small one. I'll pick out the better one. And chop him out. The small one there. Be careful. You end up with a gap. About cut that one in 2. Got 3 small ones here. We're just going to pick 2 to take out, 1 to grow, if you do hit one, you don't cut it, it won't die. But if you can draw a little row up. Now, traditionally, if you seen what I did right there, grandma would cut that one down. She'd reach up here, get some of that dirt, and pull it around. That's the way to do it if you don't have a tractor. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through, thin mine out, get this row looking like that row. I'm gonna broadcast fertilizer down that ditch, and then I'm gonna take my hippers and I'm gonna draw this dirt right here on either side, right up next to that corn. All right, well, let me get at it. All right, well, we got it thinned out. We're ready to go with the fertilizer. I've got some 13, 13, 13, and I'm gonna go out the road. Now I'm gonna just sort of spread it in the row. But what we've got to be mindful of when we spread it in the row, each one of them little corn plants, the leaves come out of the center, and in the top of that corn is like a funnel. We want to make sure that we don't get no fertilizer down in that plant, because it'll stay down in there in that little funnel. It'll fall down where the leaves come together, and it'll burn your plant. You don't want that. I'm going to side dress this. I'm going to put about 2.5 pounds of 1313 on this 80-foot row. So let's get the fertilizer. All right, guys, if I've not said this already, we've got our fertilizer on the corn. Now we need to pull the dirt up, rolling the fertilizer in, and then we'll have a corn laid by. We'll be ready to watch it grow. I've changed out the box blade to a set of disc hippers that I've got, and so we're going to run the row. The speed and the depth of these is going to dictate how much dirt they throw. So you might see me playing with it just a little bit to get it. I want to put a couple, 3 inches of dirt up on my corn. I don't want to cover it up, but I want to get it bedded in good and get that fertilizer turned under so that the nitrogen and the other elements in it don't evaporate. If you leave it exposed, then it's going to evaporate, and you're only getting a percentage of what you paid for. So let's see if we can't get it turned in. Up in the middle here.